How is everybody doing? We are here with the Wrestlemania 30 predictions. This will be the first WrestleMania since WrestleMania 27 that I am not going to be attending, which we saw how 27 went. So if history holds itself, we're in for a hell of a show. Not going this year. Was going to. Ended up going to Disneyland a while back with my whole family. I have 2 more trips in the near future coming up. One at the 1st of May, and one in August or September. Which that one, y'all stay tuned for that one. And the one in May will be cool too. I'll tell you about it when I'm there. So it'll be a different feel. I mean, I don't regret not going, but at the same time, I kind of do. Of course, but all the other stuff put together is greater than this. I promise you. But I will be at WrestleMania 31, California. I think it's in California. I hope I'm not just BSing. But it'll be a good time. So it'll be the first time that there is a review of WrestleMania on this channel, like before, the day after, and all that jazz, and in the hotel, and it just doesn't look very good. But anyways, let's get into the card. 4 hours, 7 matches, because, the pre-show is not even towards the 4 hours. So we'll have to see. 6 hours of coverage also, so stay tuned for that. Like this video for my shirt that is, apparently, I don't know if LeBron's moving to this logo of a freaking saber-toothed tiger, but here it is. But anyways, let's get into it. Starting with the pre-show, you have the Usos, you have the Real Americans, you have Ryback, and you have Los Matadores. This exact reason is why I said back in the day I wanted the Usos to wait to win the titles at WrestleMania, because it just would have been better than the pre-show. And I'm pretty sure, of course you can't know for sure, but I would bet that, especially with the spot the New Age Outlaws are in, that it wouldn't have been the pre-show opener. Again, you can't know that for sure, but I'm just saying I don't think that will be the case. But anyways, I liked what they did on Raw because they let Los Matadores get the win to make it, make them look somewhat viable. I'm going with the Usos. I just think they just got the titles. They're going to keep it. I don't see a reason Ryback could. Los Matadores, like I said, they just barely look 8% credible thanks to Raw. And then I think the Real Americans are going more towards a split than a tag title run. So that leaves the Usos. I'll be rooting for the Usos. I hope the Usos win. So that's match number 1. As far as the Divas Invitational thing is going, who do I want to win? Eva Marie. My girl, Eva Marie. God, she's hot. Can she wrestle? Not at all. That's okay. I don't think she's going to win. A popular pick I'm hearing, popular to Chase Oliver 68. If you don't know Chase Oliver 68, go check him out. And I will give him credit. He has been saying that Nikki Bella, the whole thing is so that Nikki Bella can get put over at WrestleMania and win the Divas Championship. He's 1 for 1 with her in the match. Now, little did he know that every Diva would be in, but hey, I count it as a correct prediction. And Chase, I was on your bandwagon up until maybe this week. And I said, it just seems they're building it up to where it's so impossible that AJ, can't win that I think she's going to win. So, I did a lot of back and forth, but official prediction, putting it in, I am picking AJ Lee to win it just because it just seems like something they do, make it seem like it's so impossible. It'll never happen. There's no way she can do it. And then she wheels her way out, goes on, gets a little bit of credibility to her title reign because it's been going for so long. Why not keep it going a little bit? Have some devastate and heartbreak for Total Divas. Going with AJ Lee on that one. Then we got the Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. Like I said, I don't know how I feel about this match. I will be interested in this match because of the Shield. I really like the Shield, obviously. But it's like, God, I wish they would have done the triple threat with the Shield. I was really looking forward to it. They made it sound like it was going to happen. It just didn't. Are they going to make the Shield look strong? Are they going to tease the breakup? Is the actual breakup going to happen? I don't know. It's just a weird feeling match. It's just weird that there's not a lot. There's literally no mid-card singles matches. It's just the 15 divas, 6-man tag, a huge battle royal, and then the 4 main events. So it's a weird structure to a card. In this match, and again, I wrote down on my page Kane and the Outlaws because I was leaning towards a Shield breakup, but I changed my mind and I'm going to pick the Shield. The only thing that bugs me, and maybe this only bugs me because I'm a huge Roman Reigns fan. Love that guy. Seth Rollins is winning me over too. I've always liked Seth Rollins, but I've never. And Dean Ambrose, he's Dean Ambrose. You get what you get. He's awesome. But Roman Reigns always been my guy. The crazy thing is, the only thing that drives me crazy is, and maybe it's just me, at Survivor Series, he eliminates all those guys, looking like a beast at Survivor Series. Eliminates everybody. Royal Rumble, the next big 4 pay-per-view, destroys everybody. Breaks the record, and now at the biggest, he's on to the moon, and now all of a sudden at the biggest show of the year, you'd think a guy like him, which the triple threat would have been a spot to get that big moment, his defining WrestleMania moment in his breakout year is a potential win over Kane and the New Age Outlaws. 3 dudes in the 40s at least, and they might not even win. He might not even get the pin. Who knows? But it just drives me crazy. That's what it's become. Like, he goes from this rocket ship, just killing everything. And they haven't buried him by any means. It's not like they're pushing him down. It's just like they pushed him so hard that what he's doing now just is not adding up to it. So that kind of drives me crazy. I don't know, but I'm picking the Shield in this one. So in my booking, he gets a win at WrestleMania. So that'll be good, I guess. Then we get to I can't believe there's not a lot of matches on this. The Battle Royal, Andre the Giant, Memorial Battle Royal. It's another one of those things where they're making it so obvious the Big Show is going to win that will he? And maybe they actually do pull the trigger on it because that's what WWE is kind of known for is they make it so obvious one way and then they flip. Maybe they just go with it. Who knows? It came down to 3 guys. It came down to actually 4 guys. It came down to Sheamus, just because he's Sheamus, and he's in the B Club, boys. Big Show, because, it's a giant thing, instead of the third one was Rey Mysterio, because when everyone came out, he was one of the only other dudes that got an entrance, so I said, Rey's getting that big push, guys. And it'd be kind of funny to see Rey Mysterio carry on a 5-foot trophy that's named after Andre the Giant. Rey Mysterio is my underdog, hope for winning, because I just want to see him, check me out, guys, yeah, holding this big-ass statue. It just make me laugh so hard. But who I ended up deciding on, and shout out to Ty1822, he's the guy that put this guy in my mind. I will honestly say I wasn't even thinking about this guy, even though once Ty said it, it made sense. I'm picking Alexander Rusev to win this thing. He's been gone for a few weeks, but remember all those times he'd come out and talk, and the vignettes and the promos, and Lana would talk, and he'd talk. And then he kind of just disappears just enough to make you kind of forget about him, obviously because I did. But shout out to Ty1822. Got my back. So I'm going to go with Alexander Rusev to win this thing by eliminating the Big Show at the end. But I'm pulling for Rey Mysterio. For the first time in my life, I'm pulling for Rey Mysterio. Hey, guys, check out my trophy, man. God, but I'm picking Alexander Rusev to win this thing. All right, let's get to the matches. Start off with, what order am I looking forward to these most? I don't know. I'm looking forward to all of them. I won't even act like I'm not excited. We'll start with Taker Brock. So Undertaker Brock Lesnar. They finally took the chance to make Brock Lesnar look strong and take out the Undertaker on Raw. Much too little, much too late, in my opinion. But the crazy thing is, as obvious as it seems that Undertaker, he's not going to lose to Brock Lesnar. The streak's not going to end. It's the most obvious match. But I totally get that. It doesn't make sense for Brock Lesnar to win, really. He only has one more year, if that. Well, I know he has one more year, but past that, who knows? So is it worth it? Maybe not, depending on your perspective of what you want to do with Brock. Is it worth it? I don't know. But the thing to think about is, at the end of the day, I think the Undertaker is going to make the decision. So I'm picking the Undertaker. So this is all just going to be a big thing to set up to not pick Brock Lesnar. But I'll pick the Undertaker. But what's crazy is the fans, we don't know how much Undertaker has left. We can sit here and speculate. Okay, he fights him here, Sting next year, Bray Wyatt, John Cena. That sounds awesome, 25-0. But is he able to do that? No, one match a year, but he's getting up there in age. Last year was the first match he didn't do the jump over the thing. They had Heyman come up and stop him to, like, sell the spot to not make it look like he couldn't do it. So it's like he's starting to take less risks. How much longer does he want to go? Does he say, hey, and now obviously I'm saying he doesn't. I'm just saying this popped in my head. Does he say, hey, WrestleMania 30, this is it for me. I'm going to lose to Brock Lesnar. You don't know. So, even having that in my head, it makes me look forward to this match a little more. Just because you never know. You never want to take an Undertaker match for granted. I was at WrestleMania 28 after the Triple H match. I don't know about you guys. I thought he was done. The whole Miami crowd thought he was done. People were crying. I was crying. I have no shame. I was crying. I thought that was the end of The Undertaker. I thought I was there for his last match, and it was awesome. So for my sake, I'm praying this isn't his last match because I would have loved to be there. He's my second favorite wrestler of all time. And Brock Lesnar's high up there too. So I'm really looking forward to this match. I really don't care who wins. Of course you want to see the streak go on. I'll be rooting for The Undertaker. But if Brock Lesnar lost, at least it's if Brock Lesnar won, at least it's a dude I love. Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but that's okay. But I'm picking The Undertaker. I want The Undertaker to win. But that just set in my head, like, it's easy for us to sit here on a camera and talk about what Taker's going to do, but, maybe he can't. Who knows? But we'll see. Do we see a Sting appearance setting up 31 in the California Bay Area? That'd be awesome. Let's hope for that. Moving on. Then we get to, we'll talk Triple H, Daniel Bryan. Triple H, Daniel Bryan, I'm going to say will steal the show. John Cena, Bray Wyatt, Triple H. I love all these matches. I'm sorry. When this card first started getting developed a while back, I was looking at it like, I am fully invested now. I don't know. I'm so excited for all these matches. The main event ones, anyways. So Triple H, Daniel Bryan, I think it's going to be an awesome match because it's one of those things where it could stand alone. It 100% could stand alone. No stipulation. These dudes are fighting. It's been going on since August. Like 100% full-fledged, worthy of a WrestleMania feud, and that's that. Add on, obviously, the winner gets into the main event of WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Woo! It's going to be through the roof. The crowd's going to be so hyped for Daniel Bryan and so hard on Triple H. It's going to make for an awesome atmosphere. For me, as a wrestling fan, the crowd makes a lot of the match. It really does, because if you have dudes out there doing 5-star classics and no one's giving a shit, to me, I don't give a shit. You see a crowd out there totally into it, going crazy, and that's what this is going to be. And I cannot wait for the crowd reaction to this match, especially because Daniel Bryan is so over as a face. Triple H is so hated as a heel, except by me. But I cannot wait for this match. You guys know I want Triple H to win. Don't hate me. We all like different things. But I want Triple H to win, but I think they're going to give it to Daniel Bryan. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Daniel Bryan in this match. And then we got John Cena and Bray Wyatt. This very well might be the match I'm looking forward to the most because, it's crazy to think that last year at a house show in Salt Lake, we saw Bray Wyatt come out. I didn't know who he was. If you watch NXT, obviously you know who he was. I'd never heard of this guy. I saw him. I was like, this theme song is creepy. He comes out in a Hawaiian shirt doing all this crazy stuff. That dude is in a WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 30 with John Cena. Just to see this dude's rise, and I am such a supporter of Bray Wyatt. I'm such a supporter of Eminem, so every vignette and promo for this is better because it's with Eminem songs. But I think Bray Wyatt is going to get this win. I know that sounds blasphemous because it's John Cena. But I hear a lot of people, I think the popular pick is Cena wins, but it's such a good match, and Bray Wyatt looks so strong that it doesn't, you're not going to walk away being like, oh, okay, Bray Wyatt got buried. Welcome to Sandalville. But, hashtag Sandalville. But I'm going to go out there. I'm going to say Bray Wyatt gets the win over John Cena, and John Cena's legacy ends, apparently. Because that's what's on the line. It's my legacy. Yeah. Gotta love that. But again, let me say this. If John Cena wins, I will not be upset about it. I really won't, unless it's in like the manner of, olden days Super Cena time. But I have no complaints about John Cena lately. He at the beginning he was kind of hokey at first, and it was kind of annoying. But that was only like 1 or 2 weeks. These last weeks, he's been selling it great. You know, he's talking about how he's afraid of him, and he's seeing all this stuff. The segment on the Go Home show where he was wearing I thought that was awesome. His promo in the back was really good. You know, I'm not ashamed to say I go up and down with John Cena. There are sometimes I hate John Cena so bad. There's sometimes I'm indifferent and just don't care. And there's sometimes I need to give him credit where credit's due, and that is right now. So right now I would say I am on good terms with the character of John Cena, and I like him as for right now. Like Bray Wyatt a little more, though. So going with Bray Wyatt, hope Bray Wyatt wins, but it's not going to be the end of the world if John Cena wins. Getting to the main event. Now, I honestly, the more I think about this, will not be surprised if somehow this ends up being a fatal 4-way. And I don't know how, something crazy in the thing, in the original match with Triple H and Daniel Bryan. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, Triple H just picture Randy Orton and Batista come out during the Triple H Daniel Bryan match, and Randy Orton doesn't want to face Triple H, so he attacks him to get him DQ'd so Bryan wins. But at the same time, Batista attacks Daniel Bryan, he doesn't want Daniel Bryan in it for some reason. Obviously, this isn't going to happen. I'm just saying, somehow, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow this was made into a fatal 4-way. But we won't get that crazy. We'll stick with Orton, Batista, Bryan, because I predicted Daniel Bryan to win. But oh God, if we get Triple H, Orton, Batista, I will be on the front row of the train going, just having the best time of my life. But I understand. I'm not stupid. I understand that Daniel Bryan should be in there. So Randy Orton, Batista, Daniel Bryan. I expect this to be a really good match. That's why I couldn't quite say Triple H, Daniel Bryan will be the best match because, Batista's not the greatest. That's not a, shock to anybody. Like, that's well known. But he does enough, and I hope he's working on this because his spears are killing me. Orton, he's a really good in-ring worker. Daniel Bryan, obviously, really good in-ring worker. So this has potential to be a really good match. It's no DQ because, triple threats, can't get disqualified. So there's so many ways that Daniel Bryan could lose because, the two guys are most likely going to be ganging up on him because he's, whatever. And it's no DQ, so many different people could come get involved. My dream scenario, and I hate getting into dream scenarios because it's not going to happen. But could you imagine and Randy Orton hits an RKO on Batista, or Batista hits a Batista bomb on Orton. He turns around, catches a knee to the face. Daniel Bryan's about to become the champ. And a returning heel CM Punk comes back and just breaks it up. Ultimate heel turn. Everyone would be so happy to see him. But then when they realize he's there to cost Daniel Bryan, leading into the feud that a lot of people want to see. Oh, man. Could you imagine? Oh, man. Not going to happen, but woo! If it does happen, tweet me and say, you crazy son of a bitch. But anyways, I'm going to go with... just understand, I'm on the Randy Orton, Batista, Triple H train. Daniel Bryan is my fourth choice of guys I like the most to win, but I'm going to pick Daniel Bryan. I'm going to go with WWE gives the crowd what they want. Even though I don't care so much for Daniel Bryan. I'm a big fan of Total Divas, Daniel Bryan. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to jump on the Daniel Bryan bandwagon because everyone else is. It's really one of those things where I don't know if everyone likes Daniel Bryan because they like Daniel Bryan or because it's the thing to do right now. Everyone's mad. I'm just saying. And I don't roll that way. I like Randall Keith Orton, guys. Like I don't care what other people like. It's whatever. But I would not complain if they give it to Daniel Bryan because it'll make a lot of people happy. It'll make for a really cool moment with the crowd. Everyone doing their thing. So I would understand them doing it. I won't complain if it happens. I don't want it to per se. Like, it's not my first choice, second or third choice. But again, I won't complain because I'll understand that it's good. All you guys, well, most of you guys, it'll be good for you guys. I'll be happy for you guys. I got my moments, WrestleMania 28 with The Rock winning. A lot of people disagreed with that. I was super happy about it. People let me have my moment. It's all right. Brock Lesnar beating CM Punk. I got to have that moment. The Rock beating CM Punk. I got to have that moment. So I've had my moments. So I see that the new dude's coming up, and just because he's not my cup of tea doesn't mean I need to hate him. A lot of people, I think, should get on board with that, because it's like, you just like who you like, and don't worry about talking shit to somebody else because they like a different guy. Like, who cares? If one of you out there is the biggest goddamn Los Matadores fan in the world, then good for fucking you guys. I respect that. But just let them do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Just like who you want. It'll be an awesome moment for Daniel Bryan if he wins. It'll be a good time. So I'm picking him to win both matches, and leave as the champion. And I think it would give a boost of energy to the WWE. People would be a lot more into it because, in theory, or they'll get bored and be like, oh, well, that was a fun journey. Now he's the champ. What are we going to do now? He's going to win all the time. I hate Daniel Bryan. Let's be Batista fans. Like, you can't tell. But at least for one night, I can guarantee it'd be really cool to see the crowd go crazy. The Rock might be there via satellite, or actually there. I hope I get to see The Rock either way, because that's good shit. That's my boy, number one wrestler of all times. CM Punk, not likely, but that'd be cool. What if CM Punk is there to set up a match next year with Stone Cold Steve Austin, who has been confirmed to being there? Take that for what you will, my friends. Anyways, let me know your predictions in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm an idiot. Ha, I know you're wrong, but you can tell me. So yeah, I just want to hear what you guys think about the matches. So definitely leave your predictions down there. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and WrestleMania, guys. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are.